What are the chances that you've been struggling as a realtor to continually show up for yourself on social as well as show up for your clients this year? Today, I sit down with my friend Shaleni, who I met through Omar's Inner Circle Mastermind program, and we break down principles of success that Shaleni continues to apply that allows her to be confident when she shows up on social and to be continually be recognized to be a broker of the month after month. If you've been desiring to show up consistently on social as a realtor, but you still are stuck somewhere along between, this episode is just for you. Let's jump into the episode. So Shaleni, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
I think it's good to always bring in different people from different types of work and verticals. And real estate is one of my jams. And I noticed you. Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah.
I think it said on the month broker of the month or something like that for May, April, and March.
Oh yeah, thank you.
So and the other people were switching out. So
yeah.
I just want to start the question from there. How do you frame success around being a realtor in this? People can say saturated market.
Yeah, you're right. It is very saturated. I think there's over 70,000 realtors in the GTA alone.
Right.
I'm really lucky, I think, because I have a really great I have a lot of really great past clients, and I have a lot of repeat and referral clients. So I've always there's this saying that says if you help people get what they want, then in turn the by proxy of that is it will help you to get what you want. I think it's Jim Rohn quote,
okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I probably butchered it, but so I think I've always operated from that mindset. I'm really super honest when I go through houses. I will point out all of the things that people just don't see, because a lot of homes are staged, so I even stage my own listings. But you can get distracted by that. So I'm always hey, let's make sure we look at the ceilings. Let's look for staining. Hey, I'm pointing those different things out to people. So I never feel like I've ever sold anybody a house, but sort of more or less guided them through and maybe talked people out of more homes than got them into, right?
So for you, relationship really plays a big role.
That's the whole thing. This relationship. And I stay in touch with with everyone too. I'm pretty active on social and I have other programs. I have this perk program that gets mailed out to everybody, and I try to incorporate local business with it too.
Okay, what do you mean? How does that work?
So it's like a card that I made. Actually, I'll send you one.
Yeah.
But it has some just things that you would need sometimes, a gut junk removal and different sort of discounts and things like that on there. And you can incorporate your favorite local businesses. So duct cleaners or all of those things that people will need at some time. So it helps support local business. It's great for clients too, because it's a directory, of people that they can use. And it's a great stay in touch. And it's good for content as well, right? To showcase local businesses. Again, helping people get what they want.
Yeah. And with the audience that I have in my network, they're sort of in their new stages of entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And the guests that I brought on so far, the commonality is that rather than doing it for the money or doing it for the job itself, the relationship is the first. So I wonder for yourself, does that come from family? Does that come from where does that stem from?
I don't know. I think I don't know. I wouldn't say it's from my family. I'm pretty independent. I've been on my own almost since I was 16. I've worked very independently. But I think it just comes from, I don't know, being a good human. I think, right? I do love to help people. It fills my cup. So that probably sounds so cheesy, but but it's true. I really just want to do good for people. And I see so many especially small businesses or people getting into entrepreneurship.
Right.
It's hard. The part that I feel is easy, to talk to or have a conversation or talk into a camera or something like that, feels really easy for me.
Nice.
And I know the impact that it's had on my business just by getting over those fears.
Oh, over the camera. Yeah.
So I love help, if I can help other people to do that, to help them grow their business, then it just feels good. So I don't know. I don't know where it comes from, but I just, I want want everyone, there's enough for everyone. I have like abundance mindset, right?
Yeah. And I think it's cool that, we met in the same group as Omar, is because I think there's a saying like your vibe attracts your tribe.
100%.
And I think because we also care from like what we do, we are gravitated towards Omar.
Yes.
And I think that resonates true. And so
100%. Like he is like, you know who he is. Like he's a man of his word. Like his brand is so dialed in. Like he's just like, he's so authentic and true to who he is. You can see how he's a family guy. Like his wife is so lovely. Like he's a Christian. Like there's so many different things about him that is very, I think he just draws people in, and he's so knowledgeable and willing to help, and he wants everyone to grow. Right?
Yeah. And so I thought about this conversation. I'm like, there's so many different ways we can take it about like how if there are clients like buyers and sellers who wants to reach out. But I also want to look at it from a different frame of view, which might be interesting in that if I was a realtor just starting out and I see Shaleni is like getting top broker of the month each month, and you're doing really well on your social, like I think I would want to learn some of the like frameworks and like the principles that you learned. And so I want us to go there. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm happy to share.
So I noticed in your videos when I was doing my research, I think partnership was an element that you said it was key. So I think you mentioned your husband is a contractor.
Yes.
You also have cleaning partners and staging partners.
Yeah.
So maybe for the realtor that's just starting out, like why is partnership, or what is partnership for you, and why is it important for a realtor?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I think when you are like starting out, like, or just like trying to build your business, you need it's impossible to do things alone,
What?
right? You can't do it alone.
Right?
I mean, to do it well and consistently well, right? So I've been really fortunate enough like to surround myself, or just to find out, and that's just through like a lot of trial and error. I mean, except for my husband, because I'm stuck with him.
That's another story for another time, right?
Story,
You're stuck with him. You see that.
But I mean, like you go through you can try different cleaners or like different stagers, and it's good to have like multiple partners, but just because you never know like if somebody's busy, but it's great if you have loyalty and you can build partnerships with people that you trust, because it just it helps them. You're helping them, you're providing business to them, and then they're helping you. They make the home look beautiful, right? So it's important when you're starting out to like network, to find these people, to find who your like tribe will be, like who your people are going to be, that you can trust, and that will like show up for you and show up for your clients. I always feel like anybody I recommend or that I bring in is an extension of my brand. And so you want to make sure that
it represents you
100%, that they're going to do a good job. 100%.
So how do you start the conversation? I would be curious to say, like, would you just say, I'm just cold calling you. I'm a realtor. I have a house coming up. Are you interested? Like, is that how you would? That sounds really bad, by the way.
Hi.
Yeah.
You know what? No. If through again word of mouth or referrals, somebody's had a good experience, like Facebook groups for the cleaners. I'll always have them come to my house first.
Oh, interesting.
So I just won't bring cleaners into a client's home until I've like sort of had them at my own place first.
Yeah.
So just to make sure that, everything was good. And like, there's so many different questions to ask, because like, listen, I've been through so many different cleaning companies. Like, are they always going to bring the same people in? Like, how are they vetted? Do they have insurance? Like all of these things, because you're bringing them into someone's house. I want to make sure that, I have trust and confidence in them. So I will bring them to my home first.
So talk about insurance, like if they're like, what are their rules in terms of if a person's coming, and I'm assuming it's not just like a solopreneur cleaner.
No,
like you're going to like an established.
Yeah, I use companies.
Okay,
so so like I check and ask for them, because like there are individual ladies that you can bring in and do it.
That's what I've done when I was doing my Airbnb. Through word of mouth. There was a cousin lady who did a phenomenal job. But she got the job. But then I'm assuming like I couldn't really think of scaling beyond that one house that I had.
Yeah.
I even asked her like, hey, are you interested at all? Like bringing people in underneath? And she's like, no, I hate managing people. I'm like, Okay. And so
I totally get that. Like, I don't want to really manage people either, like in that respect. But yeah, so I think for me, those things are important now because like you could bring in individuals and like I have over the years, but I think just through trial and error and learning things, I would prefer to have somebody that's in there that's like insured that and like that is like a professional company also for like tax reasons. Like you want a receipt,
right?
Right?
Yeah. You can write off as a business.
We're in Canada.
Yeah.
We need the receipts.
You need to save on your taxes. Okay, so we have cleaners. As a contractor is part of your husband. I mean,
my husband's he's an amazing
love language.
Contractor. Yeah, 100%. Like nice. I always say we were like a little HGTV. Like it's and he does a lot of work for other realtors too. So he understands, I mean, like we've been married for 25 years. They've been in real estate for like 12. So he knows like how it is. It's like almost like, I need this right now. Like it's like always an emergency.
So then that's the contractors, and then stagers. I think that's what was mentioned in one of the...
I have the different staging partners that I work with, and just like they're all wonderful and almost like have a little bit of a different look. So when I go into the home, I can see like, you know, who would be the best fit like with what they have like for that property.
Depending on the property. That's so interesting. Yeah,
because there's different looks, right? Like there's different looks out there if it's like really modern. I mean, most of them can accommodate different looks, but I sort of decide like, you know, based on that.
Okay.
And availability.
Yeah. And is there another group of people that you as a realtor for you to find success, like that, you know, this should be a partner?
Well,
aside from the three groups
I'm in, like the brokerage that I'm with is called Real Broker, and it's different than any of the other brokerages I've been with. I've been with almost all of the like the top ones, like like in my career, and I've been with this one for 2 years. What makes it different is that it's very open and like and people will share a lot with you, because in some of the other ones it's just like it seems to be very competitive. But and real estate is super competitive, and don't get me wrong, like everyone is, you know, ambitious, but this particular brokerage, we all like share some ownership in it. So it's like, you know, WestJet like has like everyone's like an owner. So in this company too, you have the option to buy like shares in the company. And so I feel like with that, like everyone is like invested in like
for each other.
And you want like it is a tribe of people, right? And so I feel like they're like partners too. Like we have this amazing WhatsApp group where we can like swap different referrals and things like that if people need different service providers in different areas. So it's been I feel like that's a good partnership for me too.
So for the realtor just starting out, not only do you have to look for good partnerships, but finding a good brokerage.
Yeah, it's so different because when you are a regular like employee, we go to interview and like you know, you may or may not get the job. But when you're a realtor, like, and you go to the brokerage, like everybody wants to hire you. Basically, you're like, because I remember when I didn't get into real estate until I was 35, right? I'm like a late. This is like a second. Like this is like I don't know, like a fourth career for me, right? But I've been in it for 12 years. But I mean, when I went, I was like, oh, like. They want to hire me and they want to hire me. I'm like, oh, everybody wants to hire me, but it's because like you pay them, like they don't pay you, right? So it's you have to
find out in the later end.
You really should interview them and find out whether or not it's a good fit for you.
That's a good thing to keep in mind too, rather than being like, oh, I'm just wanted everywhere.
I'm wanted everywhere. Yeah, they all want you because you pay fees.
So then. I want to go into a bit of the social media side, because that's what you're really excelling, and you've obviously hired coaches and being part of these masterminds. What's your strategies that you use that you think that helped you stand out up to this point? Because I do believe you do stand out compared to other realtors.
Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. I think like what I've done is really just tried to like be out there, like and not to overthink it, right? Do you ever find yourself like even like overthinking, right? And it's almost like you just want to be perfect at things right off the bat. But you just have to put in the reps, right? Like if I go back, like I think I have like, I don't know, I have over 200 videos on my YouTube channel, right? Like, and if you go back, like they're not great. Like they're not very good.
I think I've only seen like the top 20 videos.
Yeah. But I'm like, if you go back, like there's not a lot of good things that were happening there, but it doesn't matter. I think the misconception is like, we're trying to go viral. Like we're trying to like have all of these followers, but that's not like I don't think that should be the goal really. So I think just not being afraid to try things. I've never really been afraid to try things.
And I think I think everybody understands social media is this free thing that you can leverage as long as you spend some time in it, that you can learn to master and show up. And I think one of the dilemmas that I think people would have is like, do I become this professional robot and like speak like as if I'm on a news report and like my tone changes everything versus sort of like being personal and like friendly, but then you don't want to go too friendly. Otherwise you'll be like, yo, you're not a realtor. You're just like someone talking about homes, right? What worked for you and what didn't work for you, and like where are you at now?
That's such a good question. Like, and that's it really comes down to brand, right? And like knowing your audience and like knowing your like you said, I love that saying, like your vibe attracts your tribe, right? So if you are like kind of, more conservative or right, then that's
robotic.
Okay. Yeah, robotic, right? Like that's you, right? Like then that's who you are. Like, and there will be like, very analytical people maybe that will be really into that, like in your numbers and your number crunching and all of those things, right? And so I just try to be myself, and I know that's really hard for people because they see the camera and then you freeze. But I think I always think whenever I do any video, like, and just to sort of maintain tonality is like, I'm talking to a friend, I'm talking to like someone, and like have that vision in your mind so that you can, get through the script or whatever, whatever you're saying.
That's so good. Yeah. And I also thought I'm coming from a teaching background. And so when I started the whole being on the camera thing, I was just like, hey everyone. And then it felt so bad, but I think it was after Omar's mastermind at in Las Vegas. Yeah. Where I realized, what if I talk to as if I'm just talking to one person, and my tone is so much more quieter and it's more gentle rather than like, hey everyone.
Right? Yeah. There's something to be said about that. Or like when you're going and you're like, happy Monday, right? Done things like that. Right. But now I'm like, I just start almost like mid-sentence, right? Like you're like, instead of falling into those things. I mean, we've all done it, but.
Okay. So then when you started out, did you always appear on camera first, or did you just do home tours, like showing the videos and then like just talking about it, voiceover? Yeah. I think I've tried them. I've tried everything. Like I've done just like the home tours. So I don't shoot my own home tours. I get them done. Like I have like a few guys that I use. Those are other partners that you would have, right? Partner.
Yeah, all of your media people. Yeah. So I have them shoot professional videos, reels, and like the photos. Then what I'll do is I'll take the video they gave me. Okay. And then if like say now things are sitting on the market a little bit longer, like you can, I can edit. I can cut it up and repurpose it. So then I can maybe do a green screen with it. I can make a reel out of a section of it. Okay. So I can get more longevity out of a video. Right. So like things like that. But I've tried, I think try everything. Like I even will do, it's even, I'm not like chasing trends, but like there's that thing about like trend surfing or like things that come up, like
making relevant.
Yeah, I want to try something new, right? Yeah.
And it's fun for you too, isn't it?
It's
like
totally
the
fun.
Creative side. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. It's to be creative, right?
And I know you also have a group called We Rise Collective. Yeah. Is this what you talk about there, like with the content creation part in this?
Totally. So like actually after I left Neil's thing last year, right? Like in
July?
Yeah, in July, the Forward.
Which, by the way, I'm not sponsored, but I'll plug it in. Forward 2025. It's happening. If you're a realtor, you want to get into the space. Happening. I think the tickets are sold out.
Are they sold out already?
Yeah, I think Neil said the tickets are sold out. So email them, just get a VIP. I think it's a worth the experience too.
Yeah. I know one guy who bought and then he may not be able to go. So like if somebody reaches out to you, reach out to me and I'll see if he's still selling his ticket.
Yeah. Sorry,
but
we deviated, but you
totally.
We Rise Collective.
Yeah. So after we did that, like, cause you were there. Yeah. And I left like so like crazy inspired, like to do something. And I didn't know what I really wanted to do. But after I left that, I was like, I'm like, again, like your vibe attracts your tribe kind of thing. I'm like, I wanted to help other like real estate agents or other entrepreneurs. Cause I've seen it when I've gone to shoot video for them. Like everyone's always so thankful because they're running their businesses. Like they're running their coffee shop. They're running their flower store. They're not like, it's hard to like do all of those things, like these small business and be like a creator all the time, right? Or have budget for these things.
Right.
So for me, I'm like, I like happy to promote them. So I was like, I want to show like entrepreneurs, like other women entrepreneurs who are also scared of technology, because I love the tech aspect of this, right? And not to say that it's like a women thing or whatever, right?
It's
but like
it
is kind of, a lot of the video stuff is kind of bro heavy, right? Like there is like mostly guys, vibes, right? A total bro vibes. So I was like, you know what, this isn't like, it's not rocket science and like we don't need to be scared of it. So that's why I started it. So in the beginning, I thought, I'm just going to put this out there. I was like, I was going to teach people about creating some short form video. Short forms,
okay.
I'm like, I don't care if anybody shows up. I'm just going to do it and like see what happens. Like do it scared, right?
Nice.
So I put it out there. I had like 10 people to like my first event, and it was so great. There's a coffee shop in Milton. Shout out like Barn Door Studio.
We'll link them below too.
Great lattes. But she let me use the back of her place where they do like crafts and things like that. So everyone just came, like supported the business. Like we had coffees, and we just talked about marketing, like different things like that I've tried or used. I showed them some of like my fun gadgets. Like I have like the Meta Rays, and I've got a couple of drones or whatever, like, but easier to use ones. Right. And then I showed them how to edit. Like there was like a trending reel at that time where you like have to like, you would go like this and it looked like the screen was moving. So I was like, it's really easy to do because everyone's like, wow, like how do you do that? So I showed them like how to do that. And and it was fun. Like I had so much fun.
That sounds fun. Yeah. And I think I remember that video that you were mentioning. I think I saw it that when we first interacted in Omar's group. I was like, oh, who's this lady? He's like, oh, she's doing like cool stuff. Yeah.
Like I liked it. Like, and I'm like, oh, how do you do that? I'm like, I want to learn how to do that. And like my feed is mostly filled with like content creators or like video things, right? Not really real estate stuff. Because that's my passion, right? Like it's so fun. And then I just love to share it with other people. So
that's so, I have actually a personal question, because I'm also trying to bring this, like what we're doing, but to like a public space. I tried the library. They're charging too much for it. And I tried to rent out a space for my own again. And I don't see a longevity in it. But how did you approach that cafe person to be like, hey, do you have any extra space? Because not only for me, people that I know that are running lean businesses, they are either borrowing like ghost kitchens or whatever have you. They would love to have a separate space where they can host their own kind of thing. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
I think so. You know what it is? It's like those help like the other people get what they want. I'm like, I feel like I put so many deposits in, like, and just like over the time or like, but I think anybody could do it, because if you just go into like a local place or like some place that you frequent, like for something that would work, that, or even if you haven't been there before, just say, hey, like I would love to film like a podcast or something here. Can I have a meetup?
Meetup, right.
Could we like have a bit of your space? So we've done it at Georgetown. So like I just started picking different places to support local every time, because we meet every month, right?
That's so smart.
Yeah. So I went to like Lila's in Georgetown. We had a meetup there. It's like totally vibey in there.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And I love coffee. Like coffee shops are just natural, right? Last month we had it at Javanette. She was like, it was also in Milton, like super nice. She like set up a table for us. Everybody's coming in and purchasing from the business. And we're having this like meetup, and we're like, hey, well, you're here, like give the business some love, like everyone's putting on their social, so like just tag the business too, right? Everyone
it's like
wins.
a win-win situation.
Everyone wins.
That is so smart.
Yeah, you could totally do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try out. Yeah, soon as I'm gonna start reaching out to people.
Yeah, like I think go, like if you can too, like go in person, because like when I've asked companies, or like, so I've asked local businesses before to do videos on them, because I used to do a series called Check It Out Milton.
Check It Out Milton. Okay.
So I would just film like different businesses in Milton every week, right? Like come, like Hell or High Water, I was like, I'm getting a video in, like if it was a park, if it was just like something about Milton.
Okay.
And so actually these clients I just helped buy, like one, I had posted like the review that she had given me, but like that they found me through online things, right? Because they were like, oh, every time we had looked for something, like you would come up.
That's so interesting.
And so like being like, it was like, it's old Gary Vee, like being the mayor of your like
of your town,
your town, right?
Oh.
So you could do something like, I feel like that's accessible to anybody, and it transfers like over different like
different
industries,
businesses, right? That is so cool. I'm excited to try that out, especially here in Mississauga.
Oh, there's so many cool places in Mississauga. Like there's so many cool coffee shops and things like that you could do it in. Like
I should ask you, because again, when people meet me, they're gonna realize after the first minute of conversation, they're like, oh, this guy's like one of those easy maintenance. All you need is water and sleep. That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's like some people, I don't know if people describe it. Some people's level of, I guess, mind activity is much higher. So when they drink coffee, it's like overstimulated.
Yes.
So they get the jitters.
Yeah.
So first year university, I'm like, I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee and like look the part, and I drank it, and I was just like going like this the whole time. Wow. And since then, it's just been like no coffee for me.
No, you could have tea though,
yeah,
right?
Tea would
like,
work perfect.
Yeah, you could have tea or like whatever. I don't know what else there's.
Yeah, like, but lattes I do have occasionally, so it's good.
I like a latte or decaf or matcha. I don't like matcha. I'm like I don't know. I'm like probably the only person on the planet. I feel like everyone's drinking matcha latte.
But going back to the We Rise Collective.
Yes.
So if I'm a woman entrepreneur, what are things that I should ask myself to be like, oh, I'm gonna join the next meetup? Or like, is there a criteria that you have, or is it just like open to anybody?
It's open to anybody, and like people come, and some people come 1 month and then they like they can't make it the next month. There's no, it's free, it's right? Open. Like there's no like cost to it. So it's been predominantly real estate agents like that, because I feel like that's who I have a lot on my in my network. Yep. But we have had Rose in Interior. She's a wonderful
was she the lady that was on your YouTube video?
So I was like,
I saw that.
I'm like, it's kind of neat because you bring these people in and then you like can extend your, your, it's networking, right? It's beautiful. So she came, she's come a few times. I work with Leanne Marie Photography. She's done a lot of my brand shoots, and she's helped me even like run a lot of them. Okay. So she comes quite often. We had a psychologist there one time.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right? Yeah. Like, I mean, it's attracted a lot of different people. There was a lady that just reached out to me that was like a fitness entrepreneur. Okay. I mean, like, who doesn't want to network with a bunch of realtors? Like, we are like usually like we are you want to connectors. We're connectors,
you're
right?
Like bees of
I'm like you have a huge like, okay, I'm gonna date myself, like a huge Rolodex of like people that you know, right? So like it's a very connective industry. So I mean, I feel so good every month we've done it, and I've had different speakers, and I brought in Leslie Stoneham. She's a realtor. She's a fabulous realtor in Orangeville. And she has another company called Assistio that has virtual assistants that are just for realtors. Okay. So they came and they spoke to the group. Oh my gosh, we've done vision boarding. Oh, wow. Last month I was just like, let's just coffee and co-work, right? Yeah. Like bring your problems, like your marketing problems that you're having right now. That's or so cool. Whatever. And then and then let's just tease them out, talk about them, right? Because you could get stuck in yourself, and like these are just all people that want to help. And you may leave with like a nugget that you can implement in your business, right?
You know, the interesting question I want to ask you, and it's you're the perfect person to ask this because you've already been in different brokerages. Yeah, I've heard another group of friends who are videographers, but they're putting together like an education platform. Yeah, to help social media, and the gap that they saw was that the brokerages don't do justice in terms of educating people with all the things that needs to go around the business. Yeah. And so do you also find that, like, you've obviously created this because I mean, I would agree that your brokerage is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's one of the top 2 that I think about.
Mm-hmm.
And is it true that when people realtors are how do I phrase this question?
Mm-hmm.
Are the educations that realtors getting from their brokerage not enough to like, put themselves out there more to win more listings, win more sales, and so on?
Yeah, I would say so. Like, I mean, I can't obviously speak for like every brokerage, right? Yeah. But like, I mean, okay, to say this, like, but Real does a good job. But like, and I would say like most of like that, like a lot of those like influencer agents, like that are also very successful agents, like have courses within our platform, like to teach people.
Right.
And we have this, like, our whole thing is like work hard, be kind, and like one Real. So it's not like siloed. Like you could really reach out to anybody within Real and ask them a question if you had one.
Yeah.
That being said, like, because I'm new, I've only been with Real for 2 years. I can leverage like within our community, but like I do a lot of, like, I have done a lot of my trainings like that are totally outside of real estate. I'm in like another group like called Copy Posse with Alex Catoni for to improve copywriting. That has like nothing to do, like, I mean, obviously
that's totally different.
Right. But I'm like, I feel like last year, like I went to her conference, and I'm
is it in Toronto or?
It was in Vancouver, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was in Vancouver. But like, and she's phenomenal. I really just loved her style. And so she, like, I just think like getting out of your
zone,
right? Like, like videographers should, like, maybe if they go and network with other people, like they'll learn something, like just like realtors, get out of your like realtor-y things and like expand your knowledge on something else. You can then bring back what you need for where you're at. Okay. So I think that those people that are doing that, is that Justin's thing? Like that group you're talking
Justin's
about?
part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I saw it. I think it's brilliant. Yeah. Like help people level up. Like, and like, if they're like going to brokerage to like promote that, I think he's amazing. And I'm sure it's a great program.
When I met the other folks in that program, after I came back from Las Vegas with Omar's thing, there was a call where Omar said, like in our inner circle, he was like, I was at another, I think it was like Funnel Hacking Live conference.
Oh,
I think
did you go to that?
No, I didn't go to that, but he was mentioning, he was there, and he saw Russell say, like, out of 5,000 people, like these are business owners, like, raise your hands if you're making content. And I think like less than 100 raised their hand. Crazy. And that's when I realized, I'm like, oh my goodness, we're actually in a distribution curve, like we're at the front of it, like, and so people are not really, and they don't have the time, right? Because they're busy running their business. And I just shared that insight with them, with the videographers, because they were like, oh, I'm not getting enough clients, or like, I can't charge higher. Yeah. And they were so encouraged, because I'm like, folks, like, you're at the top front of the stage, like of the timeline. And so it's coming, like that wave is coming. So like whatever you do, just don't get discouraged. And like, just look forward to building, and then what you say, like depositing the goods. Yeah. Of helping people.
I think it's just like networking or showing up like to different things, like to promote it, like within realtors, right? Yeah, or like even, I don't know. I always felt like realtors are like, people are marketing to us a lot, right? Yeah. Like to buy stuff, right? Yeah. Like there's a lot of things, and it can be very distracting. And like, trust me, because I probably bought a lot of those things. Like, but I'm better now. I'm reformed, or choosier. But the thing is, I mean, I love learning, right? So like, that's kind of like the thing when you want to learn things, like you can go down all of these different rabbit holes. But I think what they're doing is really good, because it'll help people to level up, right? Like it doesn't have to, like, there's certain influencers, I think people are like, oh, I need to be like, like these people in the industry, and like and that's not true. Like you don't, like, you just need to be yourself, like consistently, like showing up for the people, like, right.
And I think that's a key point. As long as you show up, people are interested about what's making you interested. If it's a new listing or something that you just sold. Yeah. I think that's a good way to put it, because you're right. Agents, even videographers, it's like they're great at what they do, but when they try to get in front of camera, they're like, I'm always the guy behind the camera.
Yeah.
I can't be in front of it. And so I think it's interesting.
But
it's not just,
for sure. But the thing is too, like share a little bit of your life. Like it doesn't always have to be like a listing. Like that's what they, like people are not buying homes like every year, right? So there's only like certain time, like or certain attention you're going to catch for people that are actually like in that buying cycle. But if you can, if they like you, know you, trust you because you've been putting out content that like they enjoy. So whether that is about like a favorite coffee shop or like I put things about my dogs, like like I just got a Jeep, like I'm I'm learning all this Jeep stuff now, right? You know, but like those are just like, and that's like how you get to know people, right? Like I think through those things. Like I know, like even with you, I'm like I know that you're a teacher. Like I watched the video about you and your beautiful wife like talking about like the money story that you had, right? I'm like, that was a really interesting episode, right? So I'm like, just being real, and it's not like you're not always trying to like sell people on something, I think, right? Like I don't know, we're there to be entertained most of the time, right?
Yeah, that's right. I want to get into a segment of coaching, but one last question in regards to the real estate as being a realtor. I would be concerned as a realtor starting out. What do I do in the slower seasons? Because there are seasons of like high activity as well as low activities. In your experience, do you have any things that you do on those slower? Or it's like, for me, I don't have slower seasons.
No, we all like, there are like spring tends to be a lot busier. Like we're in coming sort of, I mean, the market's very strange right now, right? Like we're coming out of some weird times. But seasonality is coming a little bit back into it. So no, you're definitely busier in the spring. Like August is usually not really busy for me in the past. And like Decembers are usually really quiet too, right? In the beginning of January.
It's like winter maybe.
Yeah. But you know what? There's always things to do when you're running a business. Cause it's not just like, I mean, you wear all the hats, right? Just like how, you probably do in your business too. So like if I'm not selling or actively selling real estate, like I'm trying to reach out to clients, like just to, see if there's anything I can do to help them.
It's like an email or
right. Yeah. I have a monthly newsletter that goes out to everybody.
Nice.
I like you creating content. You're like maybe coming up with like, you could be working on your website. Like you could be doing some other sort of lead generation to like get yourself in front of people. Like there's never like I don't know, there's like a million things to do all the time, right? You wear all the hats.
Yeah. Which is your favorite way to get a lead?
So I like guides. Like I like guides. So like and I learned that from Neil, I think like from Neil's thing. So I'm like, I don't do like, I think a lot of agents are like, hey, like book an appointment and let's talk about real estate. Right. But nobody will book the appointment.
Like, my thumb moved along.
I don't want to do that. Right. But I did like, but I have like a decluttering guide, right? So you're like, okay, like even if you're not thinking of moving, right?
I might need that.
Really, it's just like a one pager. But like, so that's the thing. You're like, I think I did it not too long ago. I just like was cleaning up my office and I'm like, I'm like, if you're feeling overwhelmed with this, like I'm like, I have this decluttering guide because it's overwhelming when you start looking around and you're like, oh, like where do I even start?
Yeah.
So that's a quick
and
thing.
It's not just for realtors, both realtors, homeowners, like business owners too. Yeah.
I mean, anybody could use like a one pager decluttering guide, right? So I use ManyChat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, like
what's ManyChat for those people that don't know?
So ManyChat is like an automation. So like if you've ever been on an Instagram and somebody said put a like deal in the in the comments below, and then you get an automated you'll get an automated DM, right? Like in your messages. For a while, I was like, I don't have enough followers to justify this. Like,
That's
right? Like,
said?
or I was thinking in my head, right? Or I'm like, I don't need this.
Yeah,
but I'm like, it's literally like $15 a month.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's no matter what time of day, like people will put the thing in. And I did that one reel like quite some time ago about the decluttering. I actually should really repurpose it and redo it again. But somebody just commented it the other day, and like the thing just goes out. Right. So I'm like, if I'm busy, like I can't be on my Instagram all the time. It's like a little assistant.
So for the people that don't know what it is, when you say something goes out, is it an email? Did you create a document?
Yes. So for me, I used Canva to create it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's created in Canva, and then I use another platform I use. Like we're going to talk about all of my favorite SaaS.
I want to hear all of your tech stack too.
Okay, I love my tech stack. So I use Flodesk right now.
Flodesk.
I've been with Flodesk for a while. So
and
Flodesk is my newsletter.
What's Flodesk?
So it's an email platform, right? So it's like. What's the one everybody uses? The
like MailChimp.
MailChimp. Yeah. I'm like, what is it called again? MonkeyChimp. Yeah. So it's like MailChimp, but it's very aesthetic. Like I mean, I feel like I just like the way it looks. It's very pretty. The emails look really great.
Like the fonts.
The fonts. Yeah. You can totally brand it. You can add GIFs. And it doesn't charge you for the amount of followers the amount of email addresses.
Right.
Whereas some of the other ones, like they scale up, I think depending on how big your email list is.
Yeah.
They don't. So I'm like, I was drawn to that
a lean way to still operate. Okay. So there's email. What other, so you did Canva.
I use Canva Pro. I have Canva Pro.
Yep.
So I use Final Cut Pro for editing.
Okay.
But I also use a lot of CapCut now, right? Because it's
on
just on your phone. It's so easy because Final Cut's not on my phone. But I had started with, I didn't start with Final Cut. I started with the Apple one, like the free one, right?
The movies or iMovies.
iMovie, right?
Yeah.
iMovie, and then from iMovie, I went to ScreenFlow because I had done a course and they were like, ScreenFlow is it, right?
Yeah.
And then from ScreenFlow, I went to Final Cut. So I use those things. Oh goodness, what else do I use? I use ManyChat.
Are your leads, like the people that say I want to sell a house, buy a house, do they majority of times come from your social media, do you find, or is it a mix of?
Website and social media. So I run some ads too, like just promotions
like
of
Google
different
ads,
I don't do Google ads as much anymore. Like I'll do some Facebook ads.
Oh, okay.
Like on listings mostly.
Okay.
But yeah, mostly I'm largely like a repeat and referral agent, and then the rest I would say come from social media.
So it doesn't sound like it's too complicated as I would imagine.
For me, it's not. I think you have to simplify it because you can make it very complicated, right? You can make it very complicated. And I know it's hard for people when they're just getting started, to find people.
Right.
But I think you just need to love on the people that you already know, and that like you and trust you. And you'll have some people that are advocates for you, right? And I have some clients that have referred me quite a few clients over the years, and I will love on them, go for dinners, and I really appreciate that.
That's I think that covered a solid amount of people that are just starting out. Some of the elements is everybody's in the same stage of being fearful, but you just got to get started to 100%. Be great. If you want to be great, you have to start somewhere.
You do.
And then the other thing is not to complicate the software, especially if you're type A like me. You would just want to strategize and plan, but never execute. So
we can get stuck in that trap, right? And I'm not even a type A. I'm the type C. Literally. But I have my A element. I've
never heard that
right?
before.
You never met a type C before. But I will. But you can get stuck in the it's almost like the fear, or if you put something out and it didn't do well, you're ugh, but I'm whatever, I'm just leave it now. I'm I don't care. Content is content.
I wrote down a bunch of questions because again, it can stem to different areas. I still want to lean into the same topic of questions of how to become a great realtor.
Okay.
And so about client relationships. So I heard that you're still maintaining in touch. Do you do maybe quarterly call with them? Is there I know there's a newsletter which is one way.
Yeah.
But is there something else you do intentionally to make it like a two-way thing, or?
So you should like have like, as we learn like in well, you learn in like some coaching, right? Like you have like you should stay in touch with your past clients, right? So like over the years, like more before COVID, like I had like, we did like a pie day, like, and we would do like around Christmas, like have everyone come in and we would give away this pie. There used to be this fantastic pie place in Milton.
Right.
I'm with like a larger I'm with a larger team right now, like as a senior partner. So they have like different events that might go on, and you can invite your clients to those different events.
Okay.
So there's all sorts of different things that realtors can do. Like some of them do, like I find something that you like skating parties or like different sort of like in-person events to bring your clients together.
Yeah, so it's not pressure of like a big, like it's like a one-on-one thing, which is a lot more pressure.
Yeah, or like there's all these things called pop-bys. Have you ever heard about a pop-by before?
No, the chicken place pop-by?
Yeah, no, like a pop-by.
Oh,
so
pop-by.
Pop-by.
Okay, sorry, mind
so
yourself.
you can drop things off to people like you know, that might be like useful like during the season, like you know, like at the start of the winter season, you might drop off like ice melts, or you can like drop off like flower seeds, or like a hanging flower pot, or different things like that.
So
it's just
neat.
like staying top of mind, and like also just like loving on your clients, right? Different things like that you can do. Or giveaways, like to bring in new people. Like if you run giveaways,